And since we can't tell you an overnight play in Sanat Kada, we are going to give you a shortest version of the story of Parashurama's mother. We used to walk into the village to see Yallamanata, and people would gather with pillows, bolsters and bed sheets and walk to the temple slowly from the periphery of the village. As we grew closer, there would be more lights, more music, and the sounds of Yallamma and her songs would rise into the air. Kuntale kuntilla nintale nintilla Rama. Kuntale kuntilla nintale nintilla Rama. Hinge Yallamma hidadala dari ye Ramara.
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 Kaadu suttadala vada suttadala Rama. Kaadu suttadala vada suttadala Rama. Hagala jogakke ta nadedala ye Ramara.
Hagala jogakke ta nadedala ye Ramara.
Joga means to busk. Joga means to beg in the name of a certain god. And Jogatis are the women who busk in the name of Renuka Yallamma. So this story that was being told, the overnight tale, is that of Renuka Yallamma.
Udha udha.
Udha, udha is what we say. Udha, udha to Tuljapur Amba Bhavani. Udha, udha to Lakshmi, Kollapur Lakshmi. Udha, udha to Matangi. Udha, udha to Renuka Yallamma. And her story goes like this. Once upon a time, there lived a king, Renuka Raja.
And a queen, Bhogavati Devi.
And both Renuka Raja and Bhogavati Devi were benevolent rulers, but they did not have children. So they cooped up and they did what they thought was the best solution. They prayed to Shiva. And weeks, days and months of homas, havanas, yagnas, and Shiva was convinced of their commitment and gifted them, blessed them with a baby girl, who they called Renuka. Renuka means fine grains of sand in Sanskrit. And she was fine like that. She was a fine princess. Sundar, Sushil, Gunavanti. She respected her elders. She was compassionate towards the needy. She wanted to be an environmental scientist. She grew up a beautiful princess. One day she was frolicking around the palace when a Swami comes to the king's court. And the Swami said,
Renuka Raja, I want a pot of water fresh from the river so I can wash my feet, hands and face before I enter your court. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. She heard this, got excited, went to her dad and said, Daddy, Daddy, Daddy. He is a Shiva Bhakta. I am a Shiva Bhakta. Can I please do this for the Shiva Bhakta? Then Shiva will be pleased with me, Daddy.
Sure, my child. And why don't you take your friends along with you?
And so they went, Renuka and her friends. Into the forest, they went to beg with a pot to bring a pot of water for the Swami. But this reminds me of the time that Adi and I first watched the Yallamanata in Mudubi, in our village.
This was when we first got married, I think 14, 15 years ago.
Yeah, about 15 years ago. And this is the scene. Renuka, who's usually played by a transgender artist, she's doing these circles around the stage. And she's accompanied by her Sakhis, who are played by toothless old men. So these toothless old men ask her, Yala Renuka, ishtu jana javan hudugaru kuntara ivragi yarig madhi agti Renuka?
Renuka, there are so many eligible bachelors sitting in this audience. If you had to choose one, who would you marry?
She turned around and said, Na yunige madhi agtini.
She pointed right at me. The entire crowd turned in unison, looked at me. I froze. I had no clue what to do.
But the old toothless man, he didn't skip a beat. Immediately he turned around and said, Yala huಚ್ಚು ಸೂಳಿ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಹ್ಯಾಂಗ ಮದ್ವೆ ಆಗತಿ ನಾಟಕ ಮಾಡಿಸಿಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರ ಹಳೆ ಹಣ ಹೊಸ ಹಳೆ ಹಣ.
He used some bad language which I shall not translate.
He said stupid ho.
So he says, yeah, you can't marry him. You know the person who's paid for today's play? It's his new son-in-law.
And just like that, Adi was sucked into the play, spat back out, and the play moved on. They walked into the forest, Renuka and her friends. It's like a Vico turmeric ad. Laughing, gossiping all the way. And they reach the river. She fills the pot of water. They're going to walk back. When, from deep within the forest, she hears a voice.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Who is it? Who is that, she wondered. That voice, like an obstinate force, grabs hold of her. It guides her legs deeper and deeper into the forest. She walked and walked, following the voice. She reached a clearing, and at the edge of that clearing stood a large, magnificent tree. And under that tree, under the shade of that tree, sat a man, white dhoti, Janivara, Vibhuti, Nama, Patte, everywhere, Rudrakshi Male, sitting on his six-pack abs, and his salt and pepper hair flying in the air. Across his face, she sees him, she's like, my God, this man is hot. She goes closer. She takes a closer look at him. She says, Swami, marry me, Swami.
Who are you?
I
am Jamadagni, one of the Saptarishis. I live under the sky and off this earth. You look like some princess from some palace.
am Swami.
Not interested. Leave me alone. Get lost.
Daddy! She goes back home crying. She says, Daddy, I met this man. I fell in love with him, Daddy. I told him I want to marry him. You know what he said?
What did he say?
He said, get lost.
What? Who could say get lost to my daughter?
Now, Renuka Raja was more upset than his daughter. Who could say no to his daughter was his problem. So he called upon everyone. He asked who Jamadagni was. Turned out Jamadagni was Agastya's student. He said, Agastya, what is the problem with that student of yours? What is the problem with my daughter? Ask him to get married to her this minute. So Agastya called Jamadagni. He told Jamadagni, know when to say no. You will always need the patronage and protection of kings. It's not such a bad idea. She's not so bad. Marry her. And he said,
Okay, whatever.
with that whatever, they got married. Big wedding like the Ambani weddings. Many people getting flown all over the place, shipped across just to be at this wedding. To eat, eat and make merry. And once that happened, she's going to say bye to everything that she has known. The LCD screen in her bedroom, the peacocks in her garden, the AC in her bathroom, and go live far away in the forest with her husband. So she said bye. She said bye to everything that she had known. Taura mani tali kotiye, atti mani akkala kotiye. Karila ka bandhana moindana dhariye, nada deva gida mariye. She says, I'm going to a new town. My brothers-in-law kings to carry me to my new life. Haro chitti haro paki, huvina danni hannina rambi, tamma tangi tanni tai, nada deva gida mariye, nada deva gida mariye. Bye to the flora, bye to the fauna, bye to her mama, bye to her papa and all the family that she's ever known. She places all her love, all her trust in this man who walks beside her for days, for weeks, for maybe months. Who was counting? And not a word has been spoken. Minna sanga balya hyanga, hyanga. Ninna manada modi hyanga. What's in your heart? I must know, she says. Manasina maatu tiliyudu hyanga, nadadeva gida mariye, nadadeva gida mariye. In silence, they walk. All while she's dreaming, this young girl. She tells herself, every day I will make new dishes. Every day, new rangoli designs in front of his door. I will change his curtains. I will change the upholstery. I'll put in some throws. I'll ferment his vegetables and he will love me. And love me how? Now begins my happily ever after, she says.
So as soon as Renuka steps into the threshold of her new house, Jamadagni calls out to her.
Renuka,
Yes, Swami.
Renuka, you see that mountain over there?
Yes, Swami.
This light stand. You see that mountain over there, Renuka?
Yes, Swami.
You have to go up and down this mountain, Renuka. On the other side of this mountain, there is a river. Malaprabha Nadi. I want water from this river, Renuka.
Okay, Swami.
Wait, there's more.
Okay.
You have to sit down on the sandy banks of Malaprabha Nadi and you have to make me a pot out of sand. Not clay, sand.
Okay, Swami.
There's more. You have to coax a snake to sit on your head as a holster. You have to fill the sand pot with water, place it on the snake and bring it back to me.
Okay, Swami.
She agreed. Willingly, she went. She walked up and down the mountain. She sat down on the sandy banks of Malaprabha Nadi. And she summoned all the love, commitment and dedication to this man. And she prayed. Udha, 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 pot. Udha, 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 she coaxed a snake. Udha, 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 snake. It settled. She filled the pot. She placed it on the snake and she walked back home. All the while thinking, "Chhi, naughty man. He knew I could do this. He was testing me. And now that I've passed the test, how he will love me."
Jamadagni had actually given Renuka an impossible task to commit, hoping that she would never return. But guess what? She was back, and Jamadagni was shocked.
Renuka,
Yes, Swami.
Renuka,
Yes, Swami.
you are amazing.
Thank you.
You are magical.
Thank you.
You are stupendous, Renuka.
Thank you, Swami.
I tell you what, Renuka.
Mm.
Every day, you're going to bring me a pot just like this for my puja. Puja.
Okay, Swami.
And that was her life every day going forth. She walked up and down the mountain, sat down on the sandy banks of the river, and she prayed and she prayed and she made a pot of water and she brought back that water to her husband. Make the pot Uda. Pot is getting made. Uda. Coaxes the snake, sits down on her head. She's about to fill that pot of water in the river. She looks up and in the river there is a couple. A couple. And that couple have come to the river for a picnic. They're in the water, splashing water on each other. They're touching each other. They're hugging each other. They were planning to kiss each other, but later. She sees them and she goes, my, that must be love. But if that is love, what do I have? For a fraction of a second, that thought appeared to her. And just like that, the pot in that fraction of a second broke. The pot is broken, I must put it back, she tells herself. So she tries. Udha. No pot. Udha. No pot. Too much time has gone. So she has to go back. But I'm sure he'll understand. It's a technical difficulty, she tells herself, and she walks back, hurries home to find Jamadagni.
Jamadagni was waiting for this pot of water all day. He was frustrated, he was angry. So as soon as he saw Renuka, he just lost his cool. Didn't even give her a chance to explain herself.
Renuka!
Swami!
Yashtu dhairya ninaga.
Swami!
You have disobeyed me.
But Swami...
You have disrespected me.
No,
you
Swami.
have disobeyed me, hence you have disrespected me.
But Swami...
I have never had a use for a wife like you. I banish you to the forest. You must get lost.
No!
Kuntalle kuntilla nintalle nintilla Rama. Kuntalle kuntilla nintalle nintilla Rama. Hinge yallama hidadala dari Ramara.
Hinge yallama hidadala dari Ramara.
In the forest, she's lost. She tells herself, I must make this work. I must find sustenance. Let me go find work. So what if I don't have a husband? I must live, I must breathe, I must eat, I must take a shit. So she walks and she tries to find work. Kuttavara maniyali kuttalu odare Rama. Kuttavara maniyali kuttalu odare Rama. Panji bandalendu bagina muchara ye Ramara.
Panji bandalendu dari muchara ye Ramara.
Panji bandalendu tatti muchara ye Ramara.
Panji bandalendu tatti muchara ye Ramara.
They shut the doors on her. They don't want a woman, a banj, to enter the house. You don't have a child. You don't have a husband. For all you know, you will run away with mine. So stay out of this house, they said. So she says, fine, I'm going to busk. I'm going to beg. I'm going to somehow make this work. Angayyaga hadigi mungayyaga jhodgi Rama. Angayyaga hadigi